Hi there and welcome to Andy Robinson RC, and cheers for checking out the channel today. And on this episode we have this, which is the first RC car I ever had. Now this is made by Taiyo, and it is the four-wheel drive pickup by Taiyo, and it's based on a Nissan King Cab. And it's because of this little truck that I really wanted the Tamiya Nissan King Cab, but could never afford one. So I am still looking for one at some point. No, anyway, well, this is what started it all for me. And this is not my my original one I had from when I was young. I bought this off eBay recently, and I've been looking for one for ages, and it's taken me a while to find one, and here it is. So yeah, this is the I say Taiyo racing pickup four-wheel drive. It's it's twin motor as well, this. But yeah, so unfortunately the box is a little bit battered, but it still came in its box, so that's cool. But let's take it out. Now, I got this back in originally back in 1988, or Christmas 1998. Sorry, Christmas 1988. We just moved house as well, and I think I got this at Christmas, and I was absolutely well made up with this. And if I remember correctly, I remember going to Toys R Us in Preston and picking this with my dad. But yeah, so I'm really quite happy that I found another one, and it's in, although the box isn't, it is in surprisingly good condition. So anyway, so what do we get with it? Well, it came with its original instruction manual, which is just nice to have, so that was cool. And I can't remember if this is the bill of sale or it's just a receipt for something. Let's have a look. I can't remember which now. Okay, let's have a look. I think it must have been a replacement of some sort, because looking at it, it says transmitter, what batteries, and I think it'd been a replacement transmitter at some point. But it's got the owner's name on it and where they lived, which was Stockton-on-Tees in Cleveland. But yeah, so I think that's cool. It's good to have it with it. And the date on this, I'm looking at it, is the 3rd of the 2nd, 1990. So yeah, so maybe this had the original transmitter broke in the first year or two, and then they had to get another one for it. Anyway, let's take it out of the box. Now, this isn't an unboxing as of, only just got it. I've had this for a week or two now. I have had it running, and I have done a couple little touches up to it. So as well, here you go. You get your remote there. It's on 27 megahertz, and the all-important thing is it's got a turbo function. So obviously, it isn't cool unless you've got a turbo function. So that's ace as well. Now, if this looked familiar to you, this vehicle was also used for the Taiyo Bandit as well. It's the same body and basically underpinnings, just not the same livery. But, it looks lovely, and as I said, this was the first RC car I ever had, and shortly after, although I didn't get my first proper RC kit for a good few years, this is what got me interested in it, and I absolutely loved it. So here it is, and for something that's quite old now and toy grade, it's survived remarkably well. So now the only things I've done to this is I've literally just touched up
some of the red bodywork because this is sprayed on, and I've just touched it up slightly with a Sharpie just to take the whiteness away from it because it's all white and then it's painted red on top. So I've done that. I can't remember which side it is now, but I think it was this one. This big Nissan decal had all lifted underneath at the top and down the corner. So I've stuck that back down. And I've generally just gone around touching things up, like some of the sticker had peeled where it says turbo 4-wheel drive on the window. It had like peeled up and it was white. So again, I just went over it and touched it up, merely just to try and tidy the vehicle up. Now, I got this off a seller. Now, if you can find one of these, they are tending to fetch quite high money. Now, generally, if I hadn't had this as a kid, I wouldn't have probably paid what I did for it. If it had just been a car, an RC car, and I like the look of it, I probably wouldn't have paid what I did. But considering that the connection I have with it, on how, you know, the fact that it got me into the hobby in the first place, I was prepared to pay some money for it. Now this one set me back £170. But they do go for more than that as well. They can go for quite a lot of money, and as I say, you don't often see them for sale. I mean, I like the things like the Nico Thunderbolt and the Rhino and things like that, and the Tandy Golden Arrow, and you find them more than you find these. Well, certainly in my experience anyway. So I think I was quite lucky to get hold of this. But yeah, so it's a great looking thing. I mean, the looks on it are quite, you know, great. They're quite cool scale looks. The only damage this has had, and I think it is a common thing on these, so actually finding a replacement is probably going to be difficult, is that the previous owner said that this the front bumper had snapped off here, which is quite common, and on these, and he epoxy resined it back together, and then he's gone over it in black. But other than that, the rest of the truck is great. I mean, I will keep an eye out because you can replace this front bit here. So if I ever come across one, then I'll probably do that. But otherwise, besides that little thing there, it's in super nick. Now, again, I'm going to run it. In fact, I'm going to run it and show you how it goes. But I say it won't be being driven hard or anything like that. I just got this more for you know, for the nostalgia and the memories. Okay, you've got also on the back there, if you can see, you've got a low and fast speed as well on this. I actually think it goes better in the the low gear, you know, which is cool. So it says 25 kilometers an hour. I can't remember what that is. It's probably something like 12 mile an hour, I'm guessing. 12, 15 mile an hour off the top of my head. But yeah, so I'm super happy that I've got this. It's ace. You know, I suppose as well you could if you wanted to, you could upgrade this. You could put some better shocks on it, some little oil-filled dampers. But I mean, I'm not going to do that, but you could do if you wish to. So what we'll do is before we go outside and I'll show you this running, we'll just power it up. Now, again, when I was installing some batteries in this, because it runs off a 9.6 volt square battery, and then in here, I think it's something like 8 AA's. Yeah, we've got 8 AA's in there to power the truck. Now, I did notice when I was putting these in, I think it's that one there, one of the springs is almost coming away from the metal plate that it's attached to. So although it hasn't, I was got to be a little bit careful with it. So I was very careful putting the batteries in. It will be that I could be able to repair it, but to hopefully solder that back on if it come off. But I will again. I'll be super careful with this. But you know, I was super stoked that it actually worked as well. But anyway, so under there you've got a right and left steering trim as well, which you move by toggling that little lever left or right. There's your on and off switch. So let's turn it on. And then again, this is cool as well. Hopefully you can see it. If I tip this up on the front of the truck, you might be able to see the red little on light that's on the in the front windscreen. Now, again, another reason why this car is so important is that around a similar time, my friend at the time called Johnny, or Jonathan Richardson, bought a clodbuster, or he bought a clodbuster one Christmas, and he was having a sleepover at mine, and he said, "Oh, you should come to my house and look at this cool truck I've got. It's called a clodbuster." And I said, he said, "Oh, you can bring yours down, and we'll have a race, and we'll have a mess around." So that's what we did. So I had my little Taiyo Nissan 4-wheel drive racing truck, and he had my gigantic clodbuster, especially compared to this, which is probably like a 1/14 scale thing. Anyway, I remember us having a race, and I think I've told this story before, but even the clodbuster was quicker than this, and yeah, it beat this hands down, and I was absolutely gutted. I was absolutely gutted that he beat my truck, and I was like almost really upset. And that's what made me want a better car. Now, as I said, I didn't get a kit straight away. My next because I didn't know any different. My next upgrade was it was 1/10 scale. Was it 1/10 or 1/12? And it was a Nico, which I've had on the channel before, and I'll put the link in the description for this video. But it was a Nico Super Dragon or Super Tiger, and same car, different name. And again, it took a 7.2 volt battery, racing pack. You could change the crystals for different frequencies, so it was an upgrade over this, and it was quicker. But again, probably not a lot quicker, but it was quicker. And that was my next car. Again, I chose that with my dad one Christmas from Toys R Us, and we even went to Beatties that same day, and he had things in like the Grasshopper 2 and stuff like that. But I don't know why, but for some reason I went with the Nico, and I say it was only a few years later I started getting Mardo mini stocks and the Tamiya FF03 and M01 chassis to race. Anyway, that's completely different. But I say this is where it all started, as I've said. But I'll just show you. It's not fully proportional. The steering is just all or nothing. You've got no adjustments on the transmitter, and then you've got your normal and then turbo. So yeah, all very basic, but still, it's cool. I do actually remember as well, I was at a car show with my dad, and I decided, I don't like this anymore, it's rubbish now. And of course I didn't know any better then. And by then all the decals were off it, and I think I'd painted the whole cabin front of it all red, and I was bombing it around. And I seem to remember selling it, I'm sure I sold it for about 20 quid. And so I was driving it around with a for sale sign up, and yeah, I sold it. It was only years later that I wished I hadn't, and I still had it. But I suppose plus side is I found one, and it's in great condition, and it looks miles better than what mine did in the end. So anyway, I'm going to call my handy camera assistant, Mr. Devlin Robinson, and he's going to go and film this for me, and we can show you what it's like. But yeah, don't expect miracles though. Back in a sec. Devlin! Right, come on, let's go and film this. Right, okay, so I'm just going to get my glamorous assistant. So yeah, so we're just going to go out the front, where we have on a few other occasions. Sorry for the camera wobble. And yeah, we're going to go and quickly film this, and we'll see what it's like. Okay, so let's go. Living my youth, reliving my youth. So I was even saying I reckon Devlin should race this as his next car at the club. Be awesome. Right. Oh yes, there's always time.
So where should we? I think we'll put it down here. As I say, we're not going anywhere serious with it. So get ready for some pure speed. Ooh, look at it go. I'm unsure if sell batteries as well, baby. It's pretty slow, isn't it? Let's go turbo. Wow, look at that now. Feel the raw speed. It is cool. I love it. I can't believe I probably thought this was so fast when I was a kid, when I was about my daughter's age. But yeah, I'm on full whack here. How I ever thought this was going to beat my mate's Clodbuster, I don't know. Right, what I'll do is I'll just bring it back a set and we'll put it on the other gear. I can't remember what gear it's on actually. Let's have a look. I think that was fast it's on, but I'm not sure. I can never remember where around it points to. But we'll switch it over and we'll see if this is any more of an improvement. Oh, yeah, this is the faster speed. So again, we're on the faster speed now. This is not the turbo, this is just normal. And there you go. Oh, it is moving quicker. It does make a difference. It's not going to win any races, is it? I actually prefer driving it on the lower gear setting. Oh, yeah. So the steering's not proportional at all. It's all or nothing. So you know, it's basically a pig to drive. And actually, I was saying, to be honest, the electrics work really well in this. I'm trying to think what the price would have been for this back in 1988, but I'm guessing, I bet it was about £80. A good £80, £90, I don't know, I'm just guessing. So if anyone knows, let me know. But yeah, there we go. I say I'm not going to run it too much because I don't want to knacker this up. I want to keep this. Look, this is how awesome it is off-road. Feel the power! Right, so there you go. That is my first ever RC car, and it's made me want a Tamiya Nissan King Cab ever since. But yeah, that is the Taiyo Nissan Turbo 4-wheel drive racing pickup. And yeah, all right, anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I'm sure some of you think I'm quite mad for liking that, but there you go. It's all in the memories. Anyway, cheers for checking this one out. I much appreciate it. Again, if you want to see more videos from us, then please do consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the like and notification bells. And also remember, please, we are on Facebook and Instagram as well under Andy Robinson RC. Right, that's it for me today. Cheers for watching. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon. Bye.